y'all. Okay, real quick. We got asked a question yesterday in the live stream right here on this YouTube channel. And so now I want to branch out from that because I need to answer that a bit more fully for those who need these tips. Okay, these are circulation tips. Okay, for those who are on their devices and computers all day, because when you are on your PC and on these devices all day long, right, the frequency is not out of range, but you got to think about your body's position. Because one thing we come to learn, okay, about our circulatory systems, because our autonomic nervous system is another circulatory system. It really, truly is. And it needs muscle, it needs cushion to circulate through, right? Okay. And also to feel safe and secure. Now, that being said, if you are sitting and you're on your PC or these devices all day, you want to look up some things you can do for exercising and strengthening that pelvic floor. Because I'm going to tell you, it plays a vital role in your circulatory system. Okay? So I'm going to encourage you to look up, right, to look that up, your pelvic, PELVIC floor. Those muscles, okay? Because if you're sitting all day on your devices and on the PC or all evening, whatever your work shift is, if you're doing that and you're sitting the majority of the time, your circulation is going to slow down, especially if you are not working out, if you are not active, if you are not, let's just say, even getting out there and just getting a walk in, okay? The pelvic floor is wow, it plays a major role in your gluteal system, and it's your foundation, really, when you think about how a house is built, right? Okay, so that being said, while those notifications are going out, I'm going to give y'all a few more tips, okay, aside from that, for facilitating circulation when you are on a PC and these devices all day. And these are tried and true because I learned something recently about sitting specifically. And so this is a quick message. I've got the chat up over here. If you all have any additional questions, I will try to get to them. If I don't get to them during the live stream, please note that I will get them. Please put the question on the replay in the comments and I'll get them there. Okay, so this is quick because we have a Motivational Monday message for our live stream on the Patreon membership channel here in just a little bit. So that being said, I want y'all to, get your journals out. I'll give you a minute or so to get your journals out so that you can write down what I'm about to share with you as far as facilitating your circulation when you're on the PC and these devices all day long. Because it's not the devices themselves that will interfere with your body's circulation, as long as the internal environment does not have air pocket and excess salt water. As long as you don't have those going on, then these devices will not have any kind of negative effect. They will not affect your circulation by themselves. It's going to be your position. Okay? If you are sitting in one position for X amount of time, that's why I brought it up in the very beginning. You want to research pelvic floor. Very important. So you want to, there's exercises that can be done. Get a little mini stepper or find some stairs somewhere. Very, very good for strengthening that pelvic floor. And because if you start to lose muscle mass there, yeah, it's not going to be comfortable, coming from experience. So, and yes, the muscles can be rebuilt, absolutely, just like everything. Everything recovers, everything repairs. All right, we have to take the initiative, though. We have to become aware of what is happening. So to facilitate circulation there, the best tip is to get up. Take breaks. That's tip number one. Okay, that is tip number one. You want, if you're sitting down the majority of the time, you want to get up. Okay, you want to get up and you want to stretch, walk around a little bit. Now, I have what is called a computer stand, and you can get these all day long, not just at office stores, but Amazon has them. I mean, you can get, they're like computer lifts, if you will, so that it's on the table, and it goes 2 different heights. And so when I put it all the way up, I can adjust it to where I can stand while on the PC. Okay? So I recommend checking that out, especially if you work from home. If you are in the workplace, if you are in an office somewhere, you're going to want to get permission from your boss. Okay? If you're allowed to have one of those at your desk. I think a lot of places have, like, I know that the place that I worked at as a receptionist, they allowed us, because I had one there as well. Because that will help your pelvic floor circulate, right? Get that circulation that it needs. And because of oxygen, right? Your body needs oxygen. So that's the first tip. If you're sitting down, take breaks. And then also, if you would like to stand more frequently, which you should, I don't go by what the Matrix says as far as how long in a day, per hour, whatever that is. I don't go by that, where they say, well, maybe half the day you should be standing. I don't listen to that nonsense. I stand the majority of the time when I'm not in the car. Yes, I stand up the majority of the time when I'm not in the car. Okay? And if I'm not resting and first getting up, and I'm sitting on the bed for a few minutes to wake up. But throughout the rest of the day, I'm standing. I go for my walks. I'm mini stepper, muscle building. So that's another tip right there. If you are interested in strengthening your body, yes, you can look it up. There are several, not just pelvic floor exercises, but whole body exercises that you can do. And those will always, there's another tip, okay? Those will always facilitate circulation. Exercising will always facilitate circulation. So if you are on the strength training journey with us, okay, we talk a lot more about it on the Patreon membership channel as well. And so the first thing I mentioned to you all in this circulation tip for those who are on the PC and devices all day is is to research pelvic floor, learn more about it, become aware of it. And that way you'll notice if you're losing any muscle mass there from sitting all the time. Okay, now, that first tip I had was to get up, take breaks. Okay, take breaks. Stand up, walk around, movement. Anything you do movement-wise will facilitate circulation. Because yesterday, I was made aware of what is known as white finger that some people get, apparently, from being on the PC all day. That's not normal. That is a circulation issue. Your fingertips should not turn white like that. No. Okay, they shouldn't. So keep that in mind. That's why I wanted to get up here and answer that question a bit more in depth, because that question came towards the end of the live yesterday. And so I said, let's get on here live and give y'all some circulation tips, okay, for those who are on the PC or these devices all day. Okay, because a lot of people working from home, well, you are. And so I led that into getting one of those PC stands, to where if you can get yourself standing up while working a little bit more, that will also help. But still, even with just standing, you're going to want to take breaks, and you want to move. Okay, move around, walk around, stretch, that kind of thing. Okay, and I learned that when you're on these devices, okay, I learned that standing up to do your work on these devices is also very, very helpful. Because you can, if you're in a room, okay, you can move around a little while you're doing, because these muscles are, yes, they're all related, right? And if you've got muscle tension here and you're on the devices and you're sitting down, then your circulation is going to slow down and it's going to prolong muscle tension. So you want to work on getting that. All right. I was not expecting that to happen, but it did. That just basically answers my question about the case. See, I have a breathable case for this phone. And the windows are down, there's a nice breeze. So I don't know what the deal is with that, because it is not hot outside. It's warm, but it's not hot. And I know my body's internal temperature is way down. So, yeah, it's not coming from me either. So, I don't know. Digital demon, perhaps? I think so. Anyway, as I was saying, that the biggest way to facilitate circulation when you are working on the PC and these devices all day is to try doing your work standing up as much as possible, but also take breaks and move around, walk around, and make sure to stretch from time to time also. And then don't forget the importance of fresh air and sunshine. Take a leisure walk if you need to. And, you know, it's very important to get away from those screens from time to time anyhow. So we talk about taking social media breaks from time to time because we really need to. And that's a big part. Because yours truly, all my work is done on the PC and these devices throughout the day. But what I do is I pace myself. Okay? Because I don't work for anybody else. Okay? I am my own boss. So that's the advantage that I've got. Now, if you are still working from home for somebody else, or in the office even, like I said in the beginning, if you want to get one of those computer stand, get permission if you must, okay? Make sure it's okay for you to take that into the workplace. But if you're working from home, yes, you can. Get one of those computer stand and be standing, because I've got one. Absolutely. I've gone through several, but I found one that's really neat and compact. It travels easier. So there you go. It's not big and bulky, but that will help tremendously. But you still, even with that, you still got to get away from the screen, and you still got to walk around. You still got to move. And then, of course, exercise. Exercise. So if you want to join us on our journey, okay, for strength training, and it's also called endurance training, then welcome, okay, because it's very important. And so, as I said in the very beginning, you can do your research about the pelvic floor, because if you are sitting, okay, more frequently than you are standing, you definitely need to become aware of your pelvic floor and do some things to strengthen it. You can look that up too. There's several different ways. A thigh toner, a mini stepper, but squats. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can strengthen that pelvic floor. And along with that, why not the rest of the body? Because this matrix targets our muscle mass. So as part of our movement, combating radio frequency for healthier living with ANS awareness, that's autonomic nervous system awareness, I want to get up here and give you all those circulation tips, because your ANS is a big part of the circulatory system. So that wraps up these few tips. And you would think it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you're not sure where to get started, if you're not sure that you play the biggest role in facilitating your circulation, well, now you are, because we do. I mean, everything that we do, everything we move, when we're cooking, doing laundry, whatever. And yeah, so we are the biggest facilitators of our circulation. So get moving, take breaks, go for a walk, get some fresh air and some sunshine if you can. So there you go. And then also a bonus tip here. Cayenne pepper has been known to help with circulation, but I'll give you another herb ginkgo biloba. Yes, ginkgo biloba. You can search that, okay? It is circulatory support. And I highly encourage the liquid extract form. We are working on taking as few pills as possible. So the herbs that we like to get, as many as we can that we need, we like to get them in liquid form. They work a lot better. The bioavailability is a lot better. The magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D3 and K2, those are all liquid now. I just shared on the Patreon channel a photo of those three minerals, if you will, and vitamin that we have on hand, and we don't take them every day, but just as needed. Okay, but ginkgo biloba is an herb well known for supporting your circulation, and I'm sure there's others. I haven't come across any yet, but you can do the research for that too. So there's that. And don't forget about chewing. Make sure you're eating and eating healthier, because chewing facilitates circulation in the head, in the jaws. If you didn't know that, now you do. God revealed that to me. Well, yeah, because the Matrix wants you to take more pills so you eat less food. We're doing the opposite. Because your muscle, if you are on the journey for muscle building and training and strengthening, yeah, we got to try to eat something every 2 hours, and that's what we're doing. I have animal protein already cooked, ready to go. Fried chicken livers, chicken thighs, chicken breasts. I even made me some sushi, homemade sushi, okay? So we've got something on hand at all times. Every couple hours, we're getting some animal protein with whatever else we want to eat. All right, all right, all right. One more time, and we're going to wrap this up. One more time here. One more time as we wrap things up. I don't know why it's not hot outside. Really, it's very comfortable. I don't know. I'm going to need to pick up one of my small fans out of storage, it looks like. So we're going to try that next time. Because I got up here yesterday. The temperature today is no different from yesterday. We got up here yesterday and we went live a little bit later. That's right. And we didn't have any issues for 30 minutes. So go figure. I'm going to call it a digital demon attack. All right. And so let me go ahead and just give y'all a few minutes here. And, well, yeah, because I'm going to wrap it up. I just want y'all to make sure on the replay that you've got your journal and a pen and write down the tips that I provide. All right, about taking breaks, getting a computer stand. Your ginkgo biloba is our herb for circulation, and then also cayenne pepper and chili powder is also good, okay, for circulation. So really, when you think about foods, okay, and then to also support better circulation, don't eat your food piping hot. Okay, there you go. Sending love and light to all fellow warriors. Thank you for watching, listening, and for your continued support. Yes, thank you for hitting that thumbs up, regardless of the phone going hot, because the message is most important. I thank you for your patience and waiting for us to come on back to finish this up. Until next time, let's show some gratitude to the Heavenly Father, and you keep being you in Jesus' name. Amen.